Hey everyone, it's Savannah, and I have now racked up over 700 hours of playtime in Disney Dreamlight Valley, so I figured it was time for me to do an updated Valley tour. I now have all of my biomes completely decorated, and I have also hit max items, so I figured this is the perfect time to document this stage of my Valley before I get to tearing it down and restarting the whole decor process. Of course, it's not necessary to decorate your Valley, but it's something I enjoy doing, and it's a big part of my YouTube channel. All right, now that we have acquired quite the audience here at the Wishing Well, let's get to checking out my plaza. Now, the main layout for my plaza really hasn't changed that much since my previous Valley tour. Oh, don't mind all of the little Halloween buckets, by the way. We are currently in the midst of the Halloween event, so you'll be seeing those throughout my plaza. I ended up keeping the same kind of layout I had previously when I had this set up as an amusement park, but I ended up changing this out into more of a fall plaza layout, but I still have this main walkway right down the center, and I also have the entire biome, for the most part, pathed off. So I swapped everything out with some fall decor. These candy buckets have got to go. We have the pumpkin patch in the center right here. I have a bit of a fall market set up on this side, and this is where Scrooge's is right in the back. I love this view with the pumpkin patch here. I actually designed this area because of a Dream Snap submission. Over here we have Kristoff's stall. And then on this other side of the plaza, I have my player home in the orange and red customization. We have some crops on either side of my house here. In the center, there's a little dining area for all my villagers to enjoy some fall goodies. We have a bobbing for apples station here. And then in this back side of the plaza, we have Chez Remy restaurant. We made this into a little caramel apple station and hot apple cider. And then we just have little sitting areas here. And of course, the coffee bean bushes in the shape of Mickey Mouse's head had to stay for this Valley tour as well. We are now at the entrance to my peaceful meadow. This is one of the biomes I am looking most forward to redecorating, just because this biome has been the same for such a long time. Now, I still really like how I have this biome decorated. However, I don't have anywhere to put the Mushroom Manor house in this biome how it is currently set up. So I want to redo this entire biome soon and be sure to have a spot for that mushroom house to be right on display, because it is one of my new favorite houses and I currently don't have anywhere to put it in my Valley. So the meadow is looking the same basically from my last Valley tour. A few things are different. It still has that sunshine yellow happy kind of vibe throughout the biome, with all the yellow through the sunflowers, the daffodils, the dandelions, and of course the lemon trees. We have the fairy godmother's pumpkin house just here against the beach. She has a little sitting area under that gorgeous fairy tale gazebo. And then we have a large pumpkin patch to the left side of her house, because pumpkins are the only way to make money in this game, let's be real. Fairy godmother basically has this entire gorgeous pond to herself. I do have a little cooking station on that side of the pond. And then here I have a little crafting area in between these two mining spots. I'll show you the areas to the other side of the biome. Here I have Merlin's house. Still, I would like to redecorate around Merlin's house and just give him something nice and fresh. Over here I have placed the dreadful clock we all had to make, so that is there. Of course, I had to put it somewhere after all that hard work. And then here we have Mike and Sully's apartment. I kind of just threw it into this biome and I wanted to just kind of check it out, and I thought it kind of worked here for the time being. I really haven't done much with it, but I think I'll eventually move this to a different area in my Valley. Over here I still have Mirabelle's house and Goofy's stall, just because because Mirabelle's house is so big it needs a large yard, so it just kind of fits perfectly in my peaceful meadow just right there. All right, friends, it is now time to explore the Glade of Trust. I like to call this my bad girls club because I have lots of villains over here. So it very much has a pink and purple kind of fairy aesthetic throughout this biome. I kind of wanted it to feel like an enchanted swamp. Here we have a little picnic area under the gazebo. You can see Minnie's house peeking out through the back because she is an honorary bad girl in this biome. Of course, we have Mother Gothel's willow tree right there. And then this whole kind of area here is all Ursula's swamp. We have lots of Little Mermaid items on display here. I love Ursula's vanity. I did just recently get her throne, so I do need to put that in this area. She has a little crafting station over here with lots of spell books. And then we can cross the bridge. I did used to have a graveyard over here, but I since relocated that up into my Forgotten Lands, so there's not much to see on the side here except for the swamp trees. I'll actually bring you around this way. We can walk through Mother Gothel's yard before turning this way, and then we can see Minnie's yard on display here in front of the pond. Just thought it went so perfectly with the pink and purple theme. And then this has to be one of my favorite parts of the Glade of Trust. This large root arch that you go under, and then you are greeted with my purple cottage. Another one of my favorite houses in the game. I just think it looks so cute tucked away in this corner of my Glade of Trust. With the pond, I love all the butterfly bushes. It's just one of my favorites. And this house is actually completely decorated on the inside, and that was a lot of fun to do. I've recently been spending a lot of time redecorating my beach. Oh my gosh, you are kidding that it just started raining. Are you serious? It's just gonna full on thunderstorm now. Okay, well, on that note, I will wait for it to stop raining to show you my beach. Okay, finally it has stopped raining. I can now show you my beach. I have changed quite a few things. However, I still do have Maui and Moana right when you get off this main entrance to the beach. Maui, I like to have front and center. And since Maui gave us coconuts, according to him, I have a little altar of Maui surrounded by loads of coconuts. Lately, I've been playing around with trying to do a bit more water decoration. So you can see I have a little bit of kind of like stepping stones up to Maui's house. This is something I've been seeing a lot of creators do in this game. Sorry, the parrot is getting in the way, but it is just so cute with this pirate outfit. I did simplify Moana's area over here a little bit because I got so close to my item limit and I've now exceeded it even. I love this bungalow furniture. And then over here behind Moana's house, I have her fishing boat that I can collect all my fish from and easily drop it into the storage chest right here. And I have newly added in this little sitting area with kind of like a bonfire back here. So Moana has a cute little cozy backyard back there. On the other side of Maui's house, I have my beach house. This is one of my favorite houses in the game, and I went for a pastel theme throughout my beach with a lot of the custom decor that I made. So I have a little ice cream stand here with that shell chair I love so much, and then of course it coordinates with these little umbrella and beach towel combos that I made. I dropped some ice cream on them, also little books as if somebody has been reading there. And then we have little cabanas along this side of the beach. I just thought that the outhouse looked kind of cute, like little changing areas back there. On the other side of this bridge, I have Goofy's stall with a little bit of a produce stand there. We have a little area to lounge in, listen to the waves crashing. I love love those little dinghy boats out there in the back, so I have a few of those placed throughout my valley. This area was actually created for a dream snap, and this is a pirate treasure area, kind of as if Donald's ship has been loading all of these finds onto the boat. We have Skull Rock over here, which I don't really have anything decorated over there at the time being. Across from that, I have Stitch's house, and Stitch has a little wagon as if he's collecting some shells. And then I also placed some cute little dropped items like the camera, the book, the banana ice cream right on his beachfront yard. And look at Stitch coming to make an appearance. He just knows. He just knows. He's the best villager. You can't tell me otherwise. I love having ice cream all over the beach, so I have even more ice cream stands and places to lounge and enjoy ice cream on my beach here. We have Ariel's house off in the distance here. Again, I decorated it with some water decor. To the left of Ariel's house, we have Eric's house. And I like to think of Eric's house as kind of like a sandcastle on the beach. So that's what we have going on there. I have a little ship in front of Eric's yard as if he takes that to go visit Ariel in her little palace over there. In this back area, I've recently redone this whole thing. I kind of wanted to make it more of like ancient island, like ruins area. So it's a bit mysterious. I love that Fountain of Youth item, and I needed to use it somewhere on my island. So I have that just placed right in front of this cave. I have a little crafting station back here as well. Of course, all my mining spots are accessible, and we have this gorgeous little pond. So that about summarizes the entire Dazzle Beach area. I think Stitch is just gonna join me for the rest of my tour. I traded in my pirate outfit for a princess gown because it is time to check out my Forest of Valor. And this is where I have a lot of my princesses. I want to keep this forest kind of like an enchanted princess land. So I brought in all of the Dreamlight fruit trees throughout this biome. This is one of my favorite biomes in the entire game. Over here to the side, I have Goofy's stall, as well as a little cooking station and a crafting bench. And then I have this area set up with the hopes that I'll have more future princess houses that I can put in this kind of cul-de-sac area here. But until then, let's continue on this way. You see the gorgeous Dreamlight fruit trees extending over the path. We have little picnic areas, the wishing well, and then of course the gorgeous palace back here with Cinderella's carriage right in front. I have a little enchanted garden patio area set up with a little pond here, some sitting areas, the Dreamlight fountain, which is just one of the coolest items in the game that you can actually layer stuff inside of it. And then of course that leads up into the Frosted Heights, but let's continue along this way and make our way across the little bridge here. We have a little sitting area behind Anna and Kristoff's house. I wanted to make Anna and Kristoff neighbors with Elsa, so we have Elsa's cave set up here in front of the Frosted Heights with the ice fountains, Kristoff's sleigh right in front, and then across the path here we have Anna and Kristoff's little cottage, and I think it just looks so cute. It's so pretty with those enchanted cage lights in front of the house in the evening. And then they are neighbors with Belle and Beast, so I have Beast Castle right here, of course, with another fountain. Once I got this fountain, I just went wild with it. To the right of Beauty and the Beast's house, we have Beast's little greenhouse. This was a surprise addition to the game to me. I didn't know this was coming, so I just kind of threw the little greenhouse right next to their house, and I do like it there. I think it is really pretty. On the other side of their house, I do also have the dining area that you get from doing their quests as well. This has to be one of my favorite biomes. I love all of the princess decor, and I can't wait to see them add more items like this in the future, so I can really fill up this whole biome to be like a whole Princess Palace Wonderland. The next stop on our tour has to be the Frosted Heights, or as I like to call it, my Kanzy biome, because that is currently currently what this biome is set up for. It's very pastel, lots of candy, winter wonderland vibes. So when you come up the icicle steps, you see the Mad Hatter Teacups ride. Next to that, we have Buzz's house, which I have turned his RV house into an ice cream truck. And oh my gosh, it looks like Olaf is over here trying to sell us the ice cream. That is so stinking cute. And then we have a little picnic area with the banana split. It looks like the chocolate sauce went a little haywire on the table there, but that's okay. We'll continue on our tour this way. We have Vanellope's race cars going all around this biome. I have the sweet house here, and this entire biome actually I started decorating because of the Critter Love Dream Snap, which I based around the Choco Croc you see here. So this whole biome was made possible because of that Dream Snap and this companion. So yeah, we have the sweet house here. I plan to redecorate the interior of that into kind of like a bakery. We can continue along this way and you'll see Vanellope's house. Right here, she fits in perfectly with the candy theme. I have a little cooking station back here, which I absolutely love. Just made like a cute little area with a bunch of sweets laid out on the counter. Back here next to Vanellope's house, I think of this as like her little race car repair area. So we have a DIY bench and then some race cars as if she is working on fixing those. Across the bridge here, we move into more of like a little bit of the carnival aesthetic, and I have a frosted area to sit over here under the gorgeous willow trees. We have the Ferris wheel in the back, which I thought was just perfect. I love all the candy cane trees throughout this biome as well. And then here we decided to make a DJ area with kind of like a snowman concert. Just kind of a fun creative build here to fill up some space over in this biome. And then over here we have a hot chocolate stand, some milk and cookies, just a cozy little spot to enjoy all the treats in this biome. We are now at the entrance for the Sunlit Plateau, another one of my favorite biomes. This one is really decorated. So we have the gorgeous Nala's waterfall right when you enter this biome. And then over here we have a bit of a farm area set up. So I have Goofy's house here with his stall, some crops placed over here, and Mickey's house right next to Goofy's. In between their houses, I have all of these crops set up, and I have Pua back here stationed at this animal companion house, and this is kind of set up as like Pua is a pig on my farm, so that is my intention there. And then here I have a little sitting area, a storage area, and a bit of a crafting station. Now we just got the Haunted Mansion house in the game, and I thought it looked really cool over here in Sunlit Plateau. So I didn't get to decorate it a whole lot, but I did just kind of put it right here when you enter in the Sunlit Plateau. Previously, this was set up as more of like an open park area, but I think that this house is too good to not use. So there I have the Haunted Mansion. So let's continue along the other side of the Haunted Mansion, and here we move into more of like the Oasis jungle area of Sunlit Plateau. So of course we have Pride Rock where Nala and Simba live, right here with another Nala waterfall right in the background. And then I have an Oasis area set up here for them around this pond. I have lots of fruit trees and bushes throughout this biome. All the banana trees, cocoa bean trees, as well as the gooseberry shrubs are all in this biome. Over here, right next to this pond, I have several waterfalls placed just because I think they look so nice and help to cover up this bit of an ugly wall we have here on the side of the biome. So I just love this area with the waterfalls and the pond right here. Now moving over here, you see Wally's garden, and I have Wally's garden set up right next to his little truck house. as if his house is kind of like a tractor on the farm area. And then we have his little garden set up here as well. Now let's make our way across the bridge here, and I can see Ariel. There is my favorite Disney princess. But here I have my wishing well set up next to my Vitalis mines, and this just makes it really convenient for me if I need to come over here and get some crystals out of the mine. I can just fast travel over to this wishing well and get right inside there. One last section of my Sunlit Plateau over here is the elephant graveyard. I think this looks pretty much the same from my last valley tour, where I have Scar's house positioned here. He's currently trapped inside his house because the bones just keep spawning no matter how many times I remove them, so I just have given up at this point. Scar is forever trapped. We have a little cooking station here, but other than that, not much to see in this desolate area. The final biome on our tour list is the Forgotten Lands, and this is one I really wanted to make sure I documented in this tour video because it is currently fully decorated for Halloween, and I don't know how long this biome will stay looking like that. This biome is set up as kind of like a haunted carnival area. So we have lots of jack-o'-lanterns scattered throughout the biome. I have carnival rides throughout the area as well. We have the Ferris wheel, Dumbo's ride. Of course, I had used a ton of the Skellington Hills since we just got those. I love this little walkway lead up to Goofy's stall, looking very autumnal there. Of course, the star of this biome has to be the Nightmarish Castle, which I have displayed these fountains and the Well of Souls right in front of the castle. On the side, we have a little graveyard set up here with the coffins laid out, as well as Zero's little house. To the right, we have the Nightmare Before Christmas house, which is fully decorated inside. I have a whole video touring this entire house. Definitely check that out if you want some inspo for decorating that house, and it might not be what you think. To the side here, we have the town car from the Nightmare Before Christmas off in that little side yard. And then here we have the Haunted Hollywood Tower of Terror Hotel right behind this pond. Next to that, I have Woody's Carousel House right here. Again, going with the carnival theme throughout this biome. Continuing along this path, we have Remy's house actually up here in this biome. I just think Remy's house looks good in this biome. It goes along with the Haunted Mansion theme, and I really like it. On the side here, I have a cooking station. This is meant to be kind of like my witch's lair. So we have the cooking stove, lots of spell books, the jack-o'-lanterns scattered throughout as well. And then across from that, next to the tree house, I have a crafting station. That brings us to the end of the valley tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the decor throughout my valley. We spent a lot of time decorating this valley on stream and in videos. So if you're new to my channel, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe so you can hang out with us next time when we do some more decorating in my valley, because I already have so many ideas I want to do. I'm going to be tearing some of these builds apart and keeping some of them. So let me know your favorite areas in the comments below, so hopefully I will avoid destroying those. No promises though. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!